So looking at the Jason David Frank situation, I just feel that they really missed out on a lot of opportunities with him and even the other Power Rangers. You know, especially like maybe a decade earlier, maybe two. They really could have had like an adult show. They could have had a show for adults. I mean, our generation is pretty much the generation running things now. So, as far as doing the work and all that jazz, we're the ones keeping this machine going, and that was even more so, like 10 years ago, and it just blows my mind that, they didn't, give us more, adult versions of these products. I don't want a toxic Power Rangers. I don't want them to have these drinking habits and shit, but I mean just them being a little more serious without losing the lightheartedness. It could have been really cool. It certainly would have helped a lot of people in our generation have something that was familiar to us. And they would have really, it would have utilized, people. It would have utilized people like Jason David Frank and the rest of the Rangers. It would have really given them something they could do if they were up to it that could, that they could do well in. I mean, I just think there could have been product upon just another Power Rangers the movie. But a little more serious. Just a version of that, but just a little more serious would have been really cool. It could have been movies, it could have been a TV show. I mean, I don't know. It just, there could have been a little more drama in it, I mean, to me it's just sad, they just didn't do enough. They just got what they could from them. They barely paid them from what I heard. It just sounds like they were just, treated like crap, It just, it's unfair. It's sad to me. It really is, It's just to see, I mean, I'll make another video about this, but I don't feel that they did enough to cater to our generation and really and it's sad because all they want to do is make money off of us, but they really didn't even do that, and they just use us all. They just we're just a bunch of batteries, and once we're out of our energy, or once they've gotten what they want from us, they just throw us away. All of us, whether we're actors or workers or artists or athletes, whatever it is, they just throw us away when they're done with us. And he's a good example of that. I mean, I know he had a lot more attention in some ways than a lot of the Rangers, but they did not do what they could have did with him. I mean, they did give him some stuff. Some of it was good. But I mean, and I see the small stuff he did in MMA, and he was a badass. He was this badass that I mean, we have a childhood memory of. I mean, that's money. And he was a lighthearted badass too. He was somewhat gentle, and he wasn't even these overly, he wasn't he didn't seem, toxic. I mean, he's a good role model badass or something, it's and this is just what happens. I mean, it just, I just feel so bad for him. I feel so bad that, this is what they do to us. They just suck us dry, and there's just so much potential that doesn't get tapped into, and it's disgusting. So I'm really sorry that he passed. He just seemed like such an awesome dude, and I just wish, his family nothing but the best, I'm tired of stuff like this happening. It's just, there's just something something's wrong with the world. It just, to put it lightly, when stuff like this happens. I think, the people that could have done something need to take more responsibility, and I'm not putting that on his family. I mean, these people that make money off of people like him, that just leave him high and dry in a bunch of ways. Even if he did have, the success he had compared to the success he could have had, in my opinion, isn't enough. It isn't good enough, But I could go on and on. That's all I got. Jason David Frank, rest in peace. Peace.
Light skin keeps